Welcome to Brew Builds. I'm Paul. I'm going to show you a new product that can tackle a common household issue, a clogged drain. It's the new Ridgid Easy Spin Drain Snake that can quickly and easily clear a clogged drain. And best of all, I won't have to touch the dirty cable. I've made some videos where I've cleaned out my drain lines using a power drain auger. I've also done some tool review videos, including some for the Ridgid power tool line. Well, Ridgid saw my videos and they reached out to me and they asked if I would review their new Easy Spin Drain Snake. I checked it out online and it perked my interest because of a patented AUTOFEED self-feeding technology that will advance and retrieve the cable for you, keeping your hands clean. So I agreed to do a video for them and they sent me out this unit. This is the Ridgid Easy Spin Drain Cleaner, a manual hand crank snake designed for 1 1/4 inch to 2 inch drain lines. Great for sinks, tubs, and showers. It comes with a 25-foot max core high strength kink resistant cable. And like most of their products, the Easy Spin Drain Snake is backed by Ridgid's full lifetime warranty. I don't know if I have any clogged drains at my house currently, so if you hit the like button and leave a comment, I'll come over to your house and clean your drains. Yeah, I'm just kidding, but I will go ahead and run this down the shower drain and the sink drain to show you and to find out for myself how easy this is to use. And I'll also be comparing it to my current hand drain auger, which is 30+ years old. I have a video where I cleaned out this exact shower drain. So be sure to watch that video as well if you have a slow drain. I've already removed the cover, so I'm ready to give this Easy Spin a spin. Let's see if I can do this without touching the cable. With the AUTOFEED trigger squeezed, turning the drum clockwise will advance the cable. Counterclockwise retracts the cable. You don't want to spin the drum with the cable end outside of the drain because it will flip all over the place and might poke you in the eye. To start cleaning a drain, place the end where the cable comes out close to the drain and slowly advance the cable into the drain. Or pull out about 12 to 18 inches of the cable and insert the end into the drain by hand. Oops, I touched the cable. Position the unit within 4 inches and then start to advance the cable down the drain by spinning the drum clockwise. I'm noticing that with the trigger squeezed, it advances the cable rather quickly. You don't want that much cable to be exposed outside of the drain because it can end up twisting and flipping around, which can be dangerous. To avoid this, I'm squeezing and releasing the trigger as well as moving the auger up and down towards the drain. And if too much cable does come out, I'm using my hand to help feed it down the drain. So it's not completely hands-free, but this is my first time using this. Don't apply more force than necessary to operate. Squeezing the trigger harder does not increase cleaning speed. Since I don't actually have a clog, I'll go ahead and pull it back out by squeezing the trigger and rotating the drum counterclockwise. Ew, there's junk on it. I need to put my gloves back on. So, not hands-free when you're dealing with hair. The AUTOFEED is a very nice feature compared to my old hand auger, where I had to loosen the thumb screw, pull out some cable, feed it into the drain, pull out more cable until it stopped, then I would have to tighten the thumb screw, spin the drum and guide the snake down the drain, loosen the thumb screw, and repeat the process over and over again. With this one, I just squeeze and spin. I want to see how well this goes down a sink drain, including the P-trap. I've removed the drain stop. Now I'll find out how well this will get through a sink's P-trap. If it's difficult to get the cable through a trap or fitting, try a couple of these tricks, but don't force the cable. Squeeze and release the trigger while turning the drum in a clockwise direction. If that doesn't work, try moving the auger up and down, pushing the cable into the drain, both with and without rotating the drum. Rotating the drum clockwise and counterclockwise can help the end negotiate an elbow or fitting. Once it gets through, squeeze the trigger and continue feeding the snake down the drain. Once you reach the blockage, work the cable through the blockage. Squeeze and release the trigger while turning the drum slowly to work through the clog. If the end of the cable stops turning, it is no longer cleaning the drain and it will build up tension. Release the tension by either pulling up on the cable or turn the drum counterclockwise. Work through the clog 2 to 3 times by spinning the drum clockwise and feeding the cable slowly into the clog by squeezing and releasing the trigger. If your drain is completely clogged and your sink is full of water, you will know when the clog is removed. However, if it's a slow drain, I like to have a little trickle of water flowing. That way, I can hear when the clog breaks up, and the water will also clean off the cable as I bring it back up. Be aware with the sink stop removed, there's a chance for water to leak out, so place a bucket under the sink. There are a lot of options when it comes to hand drain snakes, from very basic units to ones that you can use with a power drill. This one does cost about 25% more, but with the auto feed function and not having to loosen a thumb screw and tighten a thumb screw while pushing in the cable and pulling out the cable, in my opinion, it's well worth it. I do want to go up on the roof and run this down a roof vent. I may have a problem with one of them. And I also want to see what happens when you get to the end of the cable. According to the directions, this has a speed bump to keep the cable from falling out. On my old unit, the cable will fall directly out of the drum and go down the drain, which is not good. I think that's the end of the cable. You still want to be careful with this one if you're doing a roof vent. The cable does have a speed bump on it. I'm giving it a decent tug and it's not coming out. But I imagine if I gave it a strong yank, it still might pop out of the drum and go down the drain. The Ridgid Easy Spin drain snake is simple and easy to use, and I think it would be a great tool to have in the garage or under the sink for when those clogs happen. And with Ridgid's lifetime warranty, it should be the last hand snake that you ever purchase. I really like the auto feed function and the fact that you can advance and retrieve the cable without touching it. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and check out the other videos I have on brew builds.